welcome to episode 18 of the Knitting Hookup. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Melissa. I'm looking at the dot. Am I looking straight ahead at you again?
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Now
Okay,
you are. Yeah.
Yay, okay. I'm always looking at myself over here. And even if I'm looking at you, I'm not looking at you.
Yeah.
Yay, we got it, I think.
Okay, well, we have a lot to talk about on this episode, so we'll just jump right in and start talking about it. I think the most exciting thing is that you went to Rhinebeck. So
yay! It's always exciting and fun. Yes, I'm so glad I went. I know when we talked before, I was saying it was gonna probably be my last Rhinebeck, and I was just like, I'm kind of I've went so many years, and you know what? I don't think I'm not going to take it off my list, because while the appeal of the shopping and all that, don't get me wrong, I mean, it's still nice. It's still beautiful there and everything. It's more about the friends and knitting with them now for me, because I just really need that. I don't make enough time for friends anymore. And that was one of my New Year's, it wasn't a New Year's resolution per se, but I was going to try to spend time with friends at least once a month. Which sounds horrible when I think about it. And I haven't been horrible, but I definitely haven't met the goal. But I feel like this is just one of those weekends that it happens, and I get a whole weekend, and they're like wonderful people that I always want to keep in touch with. So, yeah, it's good. And it's affordable. I usually fly on points, there. And then, we go Airbnb, and we split a house. So, and that's usually paid for way in advance. And just food. And we take turns cooking sometimes, and we'll go out to eat. It was great. And so I'm going again next year.
Oh, good. One of these times I'll get there. So
yeah, yes, you have to go.
I know. I want to go. But so when you fly, I know I asked you this last year. So what airport do you fly into?
I fly into Albany. So I go from St. Louis to Albany, and we used to have a direct flight there, and there might be one now, but there used to be multiple ones on Southwest, I would say. They're not there anymore. I even had 2 stops on my way there. Now, I didn't get off the plane on one of them, but it was ridiculous this time, coming to and from. It was a little bit more. And then when I landed in Albany, I always have to rent a car, and it's a little over an hour drive there, but the drive's gorgeous, just gorgeous, especially during, this time of year, fall. But and the cars there are really cheap when you rent. You would think with this big of an event, because they're almost out whenever I book them pretty early. Well, not as early as like the house. The house we start booking literally that weekend. So when we go to Rhinebeck and we're there that weekend, we book it that weekend.
I see.
But the car, not so much. Maybe 3 months, 2 months out or whatever. And they're like $30-$40 a day. It's not bad.
Oh.
And you can't Uber or anything. Like, the Ubers are insane. Insane.
Yeah, because the town's just kind of just out there in the middle.
Yeah, it's a little town.
Yeah. So I did notice, I think there's a couple new hotels. Is that correct? Maybe?
I don't know. I never hotels there.
When everybody was there, I was like looking at Google Maps, and looks like a new hotel there. And so I think there might be a little bit more options for people maybe now.
I've never seen a hotel there. I'm wondering where they're even located, because it's a real charming, like, historic town, and it's got like the older type of main street, like there's a five and dime store. That's where their local yarn shop is located, in the back of that, the knitting garage. And so I've never witnessed a hotel there. So I'm just now you got me curious. I'm like, where are they?
Yeah, well, it wasn't on the main strip, and I think it's not like your traditional hotel. So maybe that's why. Probably because they have small rooms, or what I mean is not a lot of rooms, probably. So
Yeah, they were even talking about some of the people. So I guess there's another big event. I want to say it's like called Town and Country, which I don't know what that means, but it's a big event there too that they have. So they have Rhinebeck, the Sheep and Wool Festival, and then they have Town and Country, which is another one that brings a lot of people into their town. And I guess the locals are starting to get irritated by the whole Airbnb and VRBO, and they're trying to get people to not do it. But I have a hard time believing that that's something that will pass, because I know people who live there rent their houses out for these weekends because they make good money on it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah,
Oh,
no,
good.
it was great. It was great. I have 5 billion things we'll show later here, but I did
Ooh.
way more shopping. I wasn't gonna buy anything, and I don't know why I even put that out into the world. I made up for all the times I haven't shown anything.
Good. Excited.
Yeah.
All right.
Did some damage. What about you? I'm reading some big news here.
Well, okay, so we've lived in our house for 17 years, and we have slowly started to replace stuff. Like the flooring in here is, let's see, we got the flooring in here last year?
I think so, because I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. And then the carpet, and then we did the carpet last year too. And then the beginning of this year, then we replaced the carpet upstairs, and then tiled our bathroom. So, after 17 years, kind of have to start freshening up. And so then it all started with a kitchen table.
I love it.
So I replaced our kitchen table because it was the table that, well, the kids had learned how to eat. They were babies and they learned how to eat on this table. And it's the table that we've had the entire time. And I thought, okay, it's time to replace the table and get a new one. And I kind of like the old farm type tables, It's big and chunky, and this one's black, and it's got a bench on one side, and it's got 4 chairs, so it seats 6 people, and our other one only did 4. And every time the family would come over, we'd have to like pull up chairs to it, and everybody's like all scrunched up together on the table. I just wanted a bigger table, so finally got that. So I'm like, I really want to take down the wallpaper because I had old wallpaper. And so just yesterday I finished taking down all of the wallpaper in the kitchen.
Bless your heart.
And
That is no small thing.
I've been taking it in sections. So, because it's easier that way. So I'd take down the wallpaper and then I would paint the wall. And then I'd go into the next section, take that wallpaper off, and then paint that section.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like this huge project. And so it just makes it so much easier. And you're not just like
Not overwhelmed.
Yeah, so tired. So anyway, yesterday I finished taking the last bit of the wallpaper down. It was behind the refrigerator. And then that's the only spot that I need to paint. And then now the next step is to paint the cabinets. So that's so I need help with that. But I found this really good paint, and I think I have. Let me grab it. Okay, so this paint I found for the cabinets is like an all-in-one. So all you have to do is like clean your cabinets with like TSP type of cleaner. So there's no sanding or primering because this paint is like an all-in-one. It's got a bonding primer in it. So anyways, tell me, can you read that or do I have to flip?
Yep. Nope.
You can read it?
And chalk paint.
Okay. So, so this paint is really super thick, and it goes on really, really easy. So, because I already started, because I'm painting my island as well, because I'm going to paint my island darker, and then as a dark gray, and then the cabinets I'm painting white. So I already started painting the island, so I was all excited about doing that. But and then so the very final thing after get all that done is to replace the countertops around the island we replaced a few years ago, and so it's really nice countertop. It's hard. It's not granite, but it's like a recycled type material. It's really pretty. I like it. But our other countertops is just your typical inexpensive countertops. So we'll replace that. But that's at the very end. So
there you go. Wow. Well, I did a whole bedroom rehaul. I did mine from top to bottom, and I'm putting together the furniture as we speak. I got my bed together, but I scraped popcorn ceiling off of it by hand. I painted the ceiling, the trim, the walls, everything. I mean, I'm in love with it. And it's a small bedroom. So while I've heard horror stories about popcorn ceiling, and I just took a scraper and put, the metal paint trays that you put the plastic one in. I just put that up underneath me and was scraping and kind of catching most of it, not all of it, just to make the mess a little bit less minimal. And that's really all I did. I would recommend wearing some sort of safety glasses. Yeah. I did get a lot of that in my eyes. As you get tired, you get a little bit more sloppy, but it looks amazing. I went to Sherwin-Williams and bought alabaster, and I did not paint swatch on it. And it turned out great. I did the ceiling on the trim, all of it in the same color, but with different sheens. And I love it. Love it. So looks like you and I have been like, we might have a DIY channel here.
Yes. Tune in next week for.
It's been great. I love whenever it's done and you just, there's something when you do it yourself, it's a very satisfying feeling.
It is. Yes. You feel like you've accomplished something and you appreciate it a lot more. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I saw that you say it's sweater weather.
It's sweater weather. And I've got on my turtle dove that I finished. So let's see if I can stand up.
Let's see it. Yeah. Ooh, cute. That is really cute.
So yeah, I'm glad I went down. I was trying to decide when I first casted it on if I wanted the small or the medium, and I'm glad I went with the small because it's
really lots of positive ease, right?
It is. I was afraid if I went with a medium, then it would be this like really baggy sweater.
Yeah, too much, right?
So, but it's nice and soft, and I used the Woolfolk Luft.
That's right.
Yeah. So it is. I don't know. It's really when I first finished it, and I put it on, I was like, yeah. But I've been wearing this sweater a lot, and I tell you what, it's so comfy and cozy, and it's just and I like the smaller sleeves because I do so much around the house that like normal sweaters I would always be pulling them up because I don't want them to get wet or if I'm cooking or something.
Right.
So this is really nice. I probably made them maybe a tad bit shorter than what the instructions said. I can't remember if I made it a tad bit shorter, but yeah. So I really like the fit on it. It's great.
Super cute. That looks like something I would love wearing.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really nice. I like that.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I think I need to see that on you because when I was seeing the construction and everything at first, like it's a construction that appeals to me for sure, but I was just kind of curious how it would fit. And even the shorter sleeves, I would have been kind of like, I don't know. But now that I've seen it on you, I really, really like that.
Yeah.
A lot. Like, wow, that's really pretty. And I'm not even. I don't mind the looks of turtlenecks, but I don't usually like them. But that doesn't look bad. Like that doesn't look like that would be too much. That looks like it's almost like I might be able to do that. I don't know, because that's pretty.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It's because it's so soft, anyways. Yeah, I like it. So, like this morning, Paul and I went running around to a few stores, and this morning it was really cold. Yeah. And I didn't wear a coat. I just had this, and I was fine, really fine. Wow. Yeah.
And that's worsted weight?
It's bulky. So I was thinking about maybe making another one in a different color. So
that's what I was going to ask you. So how long did it take you? I know you did you do this?
A month, only a month, and my
you were working on other stuff too. You weren't you weren't just doing it straight through.
Well, yeah, for me, like a month is really fast for a sweater because I'm so busy doing so many other different things, like dyeing yarn and
fancy stuff.
Yeah,
right.
So yeah, it went really, really, and like there's like no sleeves on this, or really, when you knit the sleeves, it's like hardly any there. So,
Wow.
but
Wow. That's beautiful.
yeah,
I like it.
I like it. I'd like it in. I'm not sure what other color I'd want it in though. I really like the gray because the gray goes well with everything.
It's a good comfy sweater color.
It is. And I've also have you worn any sweaters yet?
So you know what's funny is the one I made, what was it, the easy one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I put that on before Rhinebeck, and I was going to I'm not crazy about how it's fitting me. I don't know if it's just me or if it was just the timing of, I don't know, but I just felt like it looked frumpy on me. And I'm not quite sure why. So I might have to look at that again. So no, I haven't worn, I wore my cardigan the other day though that I made, my granite cardigan, but I didn't bring anything to Rhinebeck that was sweater related at all. Nothing. I brought fingerless mitts, which I don't think I even wore them. I brought a shawl, which I don't think I wore. Oh no, I didn't wear anything. In fact, I wore a sample from Gabby's booth. Once upon a Corgi, she had a sweater from Samantha Guerin's design in one of her yarns. She's like, "Hey, you want to wear one of my samples?" I'm like, "Well, yes, I do." So I wore this gorgeous orange sweater. It was like a burnt orange color of no, it's Pine Creek, the Pine Creek sweater. And I got so many compliments on it. Didn't knit it. It wasn't mine, but I'm like, why, thank you. I was a walking billboard for her, and
well, that's really neat that it fit and it was your size.
Yeah,
so
it was really nice. If I can find it, I'll show you. It's the only, I was horrible about. Well, no, I'm gonna keep that up too. But yeah, I was not my. I don't know. I didn't do. I don't even know if I have a picture of me in it. That's terrible. I don't think I do. Oh no, I do. There we go.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
That is nice. Yeah.
Super cute. I didn't make it.
I'm surprised it didn't accidentally fall into your suitcase and when you came home.
Like the way you think. No.
Oh.
So yeah, I was not a. I wore my all hand knit socks, but and I did wear my. Oh, so that reminds me because we were talking about my clear Converse, and if you wear them all day, like what's it like? And I didn't have any issues. They didn't get steamy or anything, and it was cold, but not too bad. I'm trying to think of what we wore that day. It was like the perfect weather for Rhinebeck. Chilly enough for sweaters, but you didn't need like hats and gloves.
Yeah.
Because one year it was too hot. So it was perfect. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a good time. So.
Yeah, I've been wearing all of my sweaters. Yesterday I wore my Comfort Fake cardigan. And then I usually wear my nicer stuff like obviously not when I'm dyeing yarn because it would get messed up, but if I'm going here or there, out and about. But yeah, I wore my, my latest cardigan I made was the one by Andrea Mowry. The throwback. And here's what I found with the throwback, because it has color work around this section here, and it's a cardigan. It's really weird when you put it on because it's there's no like short rows, for around. You just kind of like keep increasing because of the color work. But it feels really weird on. I don't know.
Does it feel like it's gonna fall off?
Well, no. The problem I have is that it wants to like open up, but it wants to open up like right here.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Do you have that problem with some of yours, or?
Yeah, the one that I have like that is, oh gosh, it was the very first cardigan I ever made. I could see it clear as day. Cannot think of what it was called, but mine did the same thing. And for me though, for that particular one, because it didn't have color work, I honestly think I made a size too small. I think it was a Hanathetic. It was one of these cardigans everybody was doing that year, and I'll find it here in a second. But it did the same thing. Because I like wearing mine open anyways, but not to the point where it's almost like you're, hello?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It wants to open up right there at your breast. And it's not too small because I can actually, it closes pretty good, but it just keeps on wanting to slide off, like right there. So maybe I need to block it a little different. I don't know.
Color work. I could see that being a challenge though, just with how they're constructed. Oh, here it is.
It's like I need a little pin there to like keep it.
Featherweight cardigan. That's what it was. The featherweight cardigan. And you know what? I'm too fat for that now, but it wouldn't. It was even back then. I probably should have went up at least a size back then. But now it would be bad. It'd be really bad. So yeah, that has it. Some of my sweaters have not. I have another one to pull over. There it is. So this is okay. Yeah, here we go. This is me after I have pulled it forward. Like that's pulling it forward a lot. Like with effort. So it's just naturally like. Yeah. Like I love it if it would stay there, but they don't stay there. Like I'd almost have to put like that tape that the use for their dresses to stay. We just want our sweater cardigans to stay. Kind of sisters up a little bit more.
Yeah, someone should invent that cardigan tape.
I like it. Cardigan tape. Just please don't ruin my. I don't stick to the wool too much. Just enough to keep it sticky. Yeah. Don't ruin my sweater.
We need cardigan tape.
That's fun. Cardigan tape. That's a thing out there. Somebody needs that. We need this.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I need some more cardigans in my life for sure, and I've got yarn for that. And okay. All right, go and talk about something else. I'm gonna show something. I gotta fold this one thing up.
Okay. Show you. Well, I've been shopping lately.
No, not you.
I'm back. Woo. Okay, so I think I actually had these items the last time, but they are in my post office box, and I hadn't gone to the post office to pick them up. The sun is shining. Is like shining right on my face. What is the deal? Let's see if I can move over. Okay. All right. Let me take them out of the pack here.
I hear crinkling.
I know. I love that noise. I know some people don't like that noise.
You know what I believe? I believe that either one, there was a podcast who was crinkling right next to a mic and it was super, super loud or something, right? And this became a thing. People started talking about crinkling, right? Because I don't think it's a thing that people hate as much as people have talked about it. Like I've never once heard anybody say anything about crinkling, but what do I know?
All right.
If we had a bunch of complaints, we're sorry.
Yeah. It didn't last long, so. Yeah. Okay, so can you read that?
Kitchen clutter.
Yes. So I got a couple of pom-poms from her.
Ooh, I like it.
That one. And then I really like this one.
Ooh, pretty. Very pretty.
So I got that. And then, I'm a big fan of Ellison Lane and her bags. I have several of them, but she had this one.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, it's got the gold on the bottom.
I like it.
This is in kind of gold. It's got a strap. Now, she did have another one in her shop, but she might have sold it by now. I don't know. So if you like this bag, you could go see. But it's like really big. So really big.
That's pretty. I like that.
So, yes, got that. And the bottom is like a vinyl type material, so it should be easy to clean. Yeah.
I like it.
All right. And then another bag I got was from Whimzee Stitches.
Oh, Downton Abbey. I've seen a few of his bags out in the world there. They're really cute.
Yes.
I like that.
I really like that. It's really made well, and it's a medium-sized bag, so for a medium project it would be perfect. But yeah,
I like it.
Love Downton. I didn't get a chance to see the movie, so
me either.
I really want to see the movie.
I think it's an at-home night. Like that makes me excited to think of that. I can get it on Amazon and watch it in my house soon.
Yeah. It's cheaper that way.
Like,
okay, and then I got a couple of yarns. This yarn is from Malia Mayed It, I think. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But there it is. And it's a self-striping. And this one's going to be...
She's done that really well.
I
Those
know.
colors look very saturated.
Yeah. So
beautiful.
These are going to be socks for my son because it's the Infinity Gauntlet colors. So
love it.
So these will be Christmas socks for him. So
I like it.
That. And then, of course, I reached out to Coloring Book Yarns. And I said, are you going to make any more autumn and mint? And she was like, why, sure. And so she made some, and then I got some. But I really like these colors. So
now, is that for you?
These are for me, yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. That's all I got.
Wow. Well, I don't even know where to start for mine. Oh, yay. All right, let's start. Well, this is what I was pulling up. So my friend Jamie, she brought this to Rhinebeck. This is the Dobbinwood by Kay of the Bakery Bears.
Yeah.
And see how that's a shawl, but see how it sits?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it sits almost like a cardigan, right? But it doesn't close up. And here's the back of it. Let me show you real quick. I mean, it's a good, generous size. And I was wearing it, and it just doesn't fall off. It's like the perfect, you know how when you have an oversized shawl and you wrap yourself around it, and you still gotta kind of hold it or something? You don't. Like, the design is like it's got a scoop like this, so it just kind of sits down like a poncho / cardigan. I don't even know, but the design is brilliant. And I just love the idea of how it sits. To me, it's like the ultimate cozy, huge shawl. So I bought yarn to make my own. And this is like, there's more yarn than this, but this is I think it's DK weight or worsted weight. But I got it from the 3 Irish girls. I was going to get it from Gabby, but this colorway I just could not pass up. So this was the Christy Glass Knits event that she had.
Oh.
So
yeah, I like those colors.
So this is going to be like the main body color here.
Ooh. I like that.
And this is going to be the band at the bottom. It's going to go turquoise and this gorgeous like golden color and turquoise, deep turquoise here.
So what is the first yarn that you have there? The speckled yarn. What is that?
I think it's called Yukon. Yep, it's Yukon. This is her Springvale worsted, 100% merino wool. And, it's just perfectly speckled.
It is. I like that.
And then, I mean, there's just teal and grays, and there's some gold in here. It's, like the 2 colorways with it just go perfect. And then this one is same Blue Ridge.
I like that
it's
blue.
A little bit. That's showing up a little bit more blue. It's a little bit more turquoise than that.
Is it?
Just a little bit, not by much. And this, I just think this is the perfect golden. What does she call it? Guinness.
Oh.
I really like this.
Yeah. Yeah, those are great.
It's really pretty.
So when are you going to cast that on?
I don't know. I'm not going to even say when I'm casting things on anymore. Wait, when we talk about my projects, I kind of understand where my irritation is at the work. We'll talk about it in a minute here.
Uh-oh.
But I'm excited about that. So when I went to there, she didn't have enough of, and I say she, there's 3 sisters.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have enough of this, but for that weekend, they were saying if you needed more yarn, they were writing it down, and they were giving free shipping. And so I just went ahead because I wanted it from the same batch.
Right.
And I got ordered 4 of these. So this is going to be like a lot of yarn. So I got 2 of the turquoise, 1 of the golden one, and 4 of these. I mean, it's like a sweater's quantity, and it's a lot. But I'm excited about that because I was wearing Jamie's wrap while we were there in the house, and I loved it.
Yeah, it looked pretty big.
Yeah, it's a good size one, and it's worsted weight, so it's great. Well, let's see. What else did I buy? I'm trying to see if I bought anything else that was. Well, let's just show a couple. Let's show this before I get into Gabby's. So I just want to show this because I think it's cute. Jen from Down Cellar Studio podcast. I always see her there every year, and we always say hi to each other. She was giving out these cute little bags with her button, and look at this cute little mini.
Oh.
I just thought that was cute.
Yes.
She had a coupon in here, and she does her. This is way past now, but she has a. I think it's way past now. She does these games and stuff throughout the year that I guess she's pigskin party bonus points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big thing that she does every year. I think.
Yeah.
How long did she tell me she's been doing this?
She also does like Slay the Stash, which
That sounds fun.
yeah, so I was, what do you call it? Sponsored a month. I don't know what the right terminology is, but yeah. So a winner contacted me, and I for Slay the Stash for Jen. Hi, Jen. And got to pick out some yarn. So yeah.
Yeah, I just, she's so creative. I thought she said she's been podcasting for 10 years. I could have sworn that's what she said. It was much longer than I said. At least 7. I might have a little bit off.
Wow.
Mini up. I just thought that was so cute. She let me. And her mom was there. They were so sweet.
Oh.
Okay, so then I think that's it for yarn. I did buy some. We'll show this things. I did go into the world and bought Walla Walla BFL. It's a 75-25 mix, but what's so cool, it's 100% BFL.
Oh.
Right? This is fiber.
Yeah.
But one of them was a white BFL, and the other one's a black BFL. So it just has to do with how they dyed. So it's kind of cool.
Is that for spinning or what?
Oh, yes. It's for spinning, because while I was there,
Oh.
with all my ample amount of free time, I bought. So the girls, the first night we were there, it was Gabby, Samantha. Maybe it was just Gabby and Samantha. I think it was. But I know I can't remember if Adrian had one or not. But I don't think he had it there. Anyways, they were spinning on these adorable little e-spinners. Check this out.
That is, I've heard of them, the e-spinners, but I've never seen one. Cool.
So
that's cool.
This guy 3D prints these. So they're super light.
What?
Yeah, they're 3D printed. And so you got these little bobbins and stuff. And it does take some getting used to. And I've wanted to try wheel spinning. I never did it, but when the girls were showing me this, I was like, you could bring this anywhere. And I had to get one. I knew I was going to probably get one. And I did. And then having them all there was a lot of spinners in our group. And they were really able to walk me through this and really help me out. I mean, I've got other...
So does he have a website where you can go purchase them, or...
Oh, yeah. And I think he's building a bigger one even. But it does. Like, I think if you don't have someone with you, it's going to take you a lot longer. It's called the Electric Eel Wheel Nano. And it's dreamingrobots.com.
All right. That's good.
So, yeah. Super cool. And this was... So if you want to buy one of these with 3 bobbins, the whole set thing, and it comes with like a battery pack and everything, it's $60, I think.
Wow.
60 or 80, something. So really cheap, because spinning wheels are expensive.
Yeah.
And then I got the deluxe, and it came with a couple other things and like 3 more bobbins. And I think it was like $120 or something like that. And everyone there, they were like, get extra bobbins. Because they went back and bought bobbins. Super cool, though. And it's a lot of fun. It takes some adjusting to get used to the speeds and all that, but someone was telling me they thought that it went too slow. You can go faster, but you've got to adjust the tension. And there's just some finicky things that once you kind of work through that, you kind of get an idea of how it goes. And it's just how portable this is. Like, I put this in carry-on in the box. Like, the box was small. And there's this whole hashtags and websites out there, not websites, groups out there where people show, like right now it's in, let me show you the box it came in, and like it's only this big, right?
Wow.
What size my
That's really small.
But people are like, it's a whole thing about what you store yours in. Like, some people get these old vintage lunch boxes, or they make these bags, so it's like a whole thing. Like, where do you store your electric eel Nano? You know?
It's kind of like knitting project bags then.
Yeah, exactly. So that was fun. I have not done it since I've been home, because I've been reading books. I've been getting into reading really, really, like, a lot. It's been great. But we'll go to that later. Okay, so then I think, I got some needles. We can talk about that later when I break out the project, but nothing. That's the big stuff. Other than, here comes the rest of it now. So Gabby she vended at, what's it called? Indie Untangled, which has tickets. I'll never go to Indie Untangled ever again, because the tickets sell out like literally in less than 5 minutes for that event. It's ridiculous. No desire to like do that. And so there's still needles up there. which has about only 6 vendors that are at that thing. And then, which are all unique vendors, though. They all sell something different, right? I wasn't able to make it to that this year. I went to the Christy glass thing only because it was in downtown. And there was like 30 some odd vendors they said was going to be there. That was a really good event. They were pretty good about keeping it somewhat getting overcrowded. It was still very crowded. Tanny, what's the bags we get? Tannis Casey, is that how you say it? Tanny? You know what I'm talking, we both got a bag from her. It's the big canvas bags with the leather straps. It's Tannie, I think, Casey. We have them. They're like totes. Anyways.
I have one?
I could have swore you did because I thought I heard about it from you. I'll look it up. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. But, yeah, this is it. I could have swore you did. I know you don't have a big, I swear you do. I swear you're the one who got me into this. It looks like, oh, for the love of God. Now I can't find it. Like, this is a half and half bag. Okay, well, maybe I made it up. Maybe you, I have one. I thought that was from you, but.
No. I don't have that. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, anyways, I got a bag of hers. Or no, I got it a while back. She had all her stuff there on display, which was really cool. I've never seen any of her stuff in person on the stuff I bought. And then Christy had it's kind of like just a sit-in and knit after hours. And I guess you had to buy tickets for that too. So only a certain amount of people, and they knit. And from what I understood, it was a really well-planned event, though, because lots of hors d'oeuvres, lots of drinks, and people were constantly refilling it and stuff. So I didn't go to it, but I heard good things about it. But anyways, went to that event and got my 3 Irish girls there. So
was this event like in town from? Okay. And was it?
Town. It's just an additional, because with Indie Untangled being sold out, there's a lot of opportunities for people to do these events. Needles Up was brilliant for coming up with it in the first place, because there's a lot more money. I love Indie Untangled. That's usually where I spent most of my money every Rhinebeck. This was similar to it. I mean, I'm not gonna wait in line for tickets or sit there, and I've been to Indie Untangled enough. But going to Christy Glass, you didn't need tickets for that, but there was a really long line. It was nice. I don't know. I liked it. Anyways, Gabby, so I couldn't go there. She vended, but she brought all her stuff in at night. So I got to do my own little, I called it Corgi Untangled. So let's get this started here. Let's show the random ones. So I got a couple random skeins. So the random skeins are, well, this isn't random. So I got 2 deep sea, I should have asked her how to say it. Nad, she does a lot of things from what she reads and watches. But this is going to be a ruby cardigan, I think. Ooh. I haven't made a ruby. Ruby's grew out of her cardigan, so I thought that'd be fun. Oh, I did buy 2. This is rose gold. I really like the colorway. And I just think it'd be good to, I know I'll pair this with something.
I like that.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And then, now this is where I need the girls, because I don't even know. Oh, no, I can figure this out now. Okay. So I did get 1 skein of tweed, and it's called Warm Caramel, because Caitlin had a pair of tweed socks that she was wearing, and I just really liked the look of it. I was like, I want to make some tweed socks, so I grabbed a skein of tweed from Gabby. And then, Electric Love is by Samantha Gurin, and I've always wanted to make it, but I never picked out yarn for it. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't even know what it was. This is terrible. Okay. I don't know what I did. I think, so I know it's at least these 2. This is Ravishing, and this is Hello Witchling.
Pretty.
Oh, yeah, it's these 3, and Blood Moon.
Ooh.
So it's a, what do you call it? Brioche, right? It's big.
Oh, have you done brioche before?
No, I've always wanted to do it. But this is not going to, I like high contrast brioche, but I'm kind of intrigued by like a subtle one. Yeah. And so that'll be these, but I've got these, and I don't know what the heck I bought these for, but I know I love it. Hearth. I love this colorway.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought 3 of them. I'm sure I had an idea of what I was going to do with it, but I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, those are pretty. Wow.
So, yeah.
You got some
Lots of
great
yarn.
stuff there.
And then I got a couple little minis because I always like getting minis from friends and putting them in my blanket. This one is Earl Grey and her Isaac face. This one is, Hearth, what I just showed you guys. So, yeah, I got a crap ton of yarn to add to my crap ton of yarn that I already have. Like, I honestly was kind of disgusted with myself in the end because I just, I love yarn, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if you see this behind me. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't even, it just go across. And it goes 4 down. And they're almost all full. Like, I have a yarn shop already. And I'm like, I'm trying to be, I kind of want to work through some of my stash. And I'm not knitting as much as I used to. So I'm like, you've got to, I just don't feel like it's even remotely responsible anymore. So I've got to, until I start netting through some of the stash I have, like the sweaters quantities and stuff that I had planned, like, yeah, I just don't feel like it's, I don't feel good about buying so much yarn anymore. I just don't.
Well, look at it this way. When you want to do a project, you can look through your stash and
I can
find something. And then I'll also look at it as this way. When you finally retire,
20 years,
you will have plenty of yarn, right?
Yeah, I will. That's no doubt about that.
So I always look at, okay, if I'm buying a little too much extra stuff, then the day that we decide to retire, then I will have plenty of yarn and I won't need to spend any money on yarn. So
this is from a Rhinebeck 3 years ago. I can't even, I can't remember what this was. It was a shawl, but I would not make this shawl in it. I don't even think I'll ever knit this, and it's beautiful. Like, I don't even know what to do with this.
You don't think you'd use it?
Well, I could. I don't think I would use it as how it was intended. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I've just got here. Some of it's so gorgeous. Like, I don't really want to get rid of much of it. There's a few skeins I try to get rid of every year. Like, I bring some to the events and bring them to the girls. Stuff like I just know, like, I will never knit this. And they're gorgeous yarns, but they're just not my taste.
Yeah.
But not a lot of it I truly do. Like, I'm looking at it here like, yeah, I'm not getting rid of that. I'm like, no, there's not much I really would get rid of. It's bad. And anytime anyone gives me hand spun, I can never, I just can't. I know what goes into this. And I'm just like, I just feel like it's the biggest gift someone can give. And
yeah.
Like,
yes.
I have, what's the stash guilt right now? That's what I have. I have stash guilt. Because I'm just looking at this pile here. Like I said, if I was knitting like I used to, maybe I wouldn't. I never felt bad then. This is becoming a therapy session. I'm sorry. You guys can charge me after this. Let me know what I owe you. And I'm not even, there's yarn over there, people. There's a whole.
Really? There's more yarn.
It's so bad. You don't know. You don't know. It's terrible. Okay. One day, and I don't know when this will be, probably when I clean this pigsty up in here, I will show you guys and you will understand, and you can judge me freely. I don't care. You can drop all the comments about what a horrible Western pig I am or whatever, because it's true. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I have a weakness for self-striping, so that's...
How many self-striping skeins do you think you have?
Well, it's in a... I have like a big bowl, and it's like, should I just go get it?
Do it.
Okay,
this is called yarn confessions.
Okay, I got to take off my
Ellie
earbuds.
Okay. This is fun. So let's throw this out into the world. Like, what are your guys' yarn confessions? Like, share that in the comments below. That would be great. Something that you're hiding from your husband or from your friend.
Okay.
I told them, I was like, tell them to drop comments below. I said, call it yarn confessions. What are you hiding? You know, like, what kind of stash? Like, what are you not telling the full truth on in your yarn stash?
Okay.
Some people are really good. Ooh, it's beautiful though. Look at that. But it's so pretty.
My bowl of self-striping. So I've got Oh, look, 4 coloring book yarns. And of course, I love mustache yarns. So got that in there. I got.
And she was there. She was at India Untangled, and no one told me. And she had DK self-striping. I would have totally scored you some because the girls said they would have shopped for me.
Yes.
But I didn't there, and I've never witnessed DK self-striping from her. So I was like, darn it, that's the one thing I would have done.
Yeah, but I love it when the dyers roll them up like this. Like I don't know if I could knit from this because
it's the biggest pain in the butt, but they do look pretty. I mean, you can tell what you're getting into as well.
Yeah.
But
to me, this is just I just like looking at it.
That's beautiful. What is that colorway and who is that? I love that.
So I got this one last year.
It's hard to tell because those things, the tags fall off on those balls really easy, don't they?
It was a limited edition. It was like during Rhinebeck weekend, but it was like from a dyer who wasn't going to Rhinebeck.
Show that again. Those colors are so pretty. Oh.
Yeah. So.
Jeez, gorgeous.
But yeah, I like them. My daughter likes looking through it and going, "Ooh, I like this one." So, and then so I have. I don't know if you can see it. I have like you probably won't be able to. There's like a basket back there.
Yeah. You can see it.
That's my stash. So.
See, to me that's reasonable though. That's not bad.
Well, here's the thing. Since I can dye my own yarn.
There is that. Yeah.
I only dye when I need it. So. Yeah.
Which is smart.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have other fiber I bought too, but it's like very sheepy fiber that I was getting to spin as well. So, I'm never one of those people that follow the rules. It seems like on certain things, like people say things, and I remember doing this when I was doing hand drop spinning. They're like, get some really sheepy wool. You want the stuff with long fibers and 100% not mixed. And I bought some, but I'm like, you know what? Some of this stuff, like when you're learning, it's like, it's frustrating. It's not going to look great or anything, but
yeah. I'm
like, get something pretty so you're motivated. You know, like I don't care if I dork up this fiber or whatever. I'm loving seeing how the colors are coming out. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't really touched the other stuff. I think I did one bobbin of. Did I? I think I did one bobbin of it. I can't even remember now, but I can't find that one right now. But anyways, yeah, it's been fun.
Okay, we haven't even talked about what we're knitting.
I know. All right, we can do this. I don't have much to talk, so you go.
Oh my gosh, we've been talking for almost 50 minutes, and we haven't any.
Okay. We can do this.
Can you time it by fast? On the needles, I have my Stonecrop. So, like I said, let me share a picture of what the Stonecrop is because this is a new feature that I'm doing.
Come on,
okay,
Ellie.
Okay, I've blacked out. Okay, so here's the Stonecrop.
Oh, and she was there at Rhinebeck. I saw her again. She's
gosh. Okay.
She's adorable.
Now I'm back. Okay.
Yay!
All right. Where's it at? Okay. Let me grab it here. Okay. So you haven't even seen this at all because the last time which was September, it was September we last podcast. So.
Goodness gracious. It doesn't seem that long.
I know. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm falling apart here. This is really hard to do with earbuds. Okay, so here is mine.
Oh, that's pretty, Ellie. I can already tell. I like that. That is really pretty.
So, yes. So I've already separated for the sleeves. So, yeah. You know, I really like it. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. But I don't know what I was thinking because it's fingering weight.
Oh, no.
After about 10 rows, I'm going, huh.
I haven't made it that far.
Huh. What was I thinking? It's fingering weight. It's going to take me forever. But no, I really like it. It'll be worth it. So I'll like it. I love the colors. So
that's not gonna be done in a month, is it?
No. I really hope to have it done by Christmas. I don't know. Maybe, if I make it as a crop top, it probably will be done by Christmas. I just might have to. Maybe that's why it's a crop top, because there's so much to it. Now I know why. Oh, okay. So that's on my deals. And then the other thing that I've been trying to pick it up and knit it is my daughter's the Stranger Things cowl, as you see here. Right.
I love that.
Okay, so
you were getting pretty far on that. I thought you were almost done.
Yeah, it's just really, really slow. So I am on the I guess you call it the upside down part. This is
because doesn't it fold in on itself?
Yeah, it's reversible.
Oh, that's right. So you're like on the other half, basically.
So I finished the lower level letters, and so right now I'm on. So it's the same chart, but you just So so yeah, I'm getting there. It's just really slow, so slow.
I love it. It's beautiful though. She's gonna love that.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mention, so my Stonecrop that I'm knitting, the main colorway is this sweet taffy, and I have that in the shop if anybody likes it. So I really like that. Okay.
Nice.
All right, and then, I forgot to bring the Christmas socks. Have you started your Christmas socks?
Well, so I just have socks. Like I'm ashamed to admit this again. My room, my crafting room, my son, I let my kids come in here, but my middle son is super, super crafty. And I mean, it seriously is so bad. Like there's things missing in this room now. Like I have 2 pairs of Christmas socks that need like heels and toes, I said, or like one or the other. And I don't know where they are. And it's driving me crazy. So, I'm not casting on anymore. I refuse to, because I know I have. So I've got something that's kind of like it. Let me show you what they're not like, we're stretching it. I'm owning it. Okay. This is my Sandy by the Lakeside bag that I love this bag so much. I think it's so cute. So we could say these are kind of male Christmassy in a way.
Yeah, sure.
They're not meant to be. And then this is what I want to talk to you guys about. Okay. So my puppy, he was such a good puppy, and then I feel like he's a teenager now, right?
Yeah.
And he's gotten into a couple of my knitting projects, and I don't know if you see this here, but that was a hole right across there.
Oh,
and
boy.
So I tried to sew it up, and I'm not really happy with this at all. Like, it's just, it was done. The sock's done, so I thought maybe I'll just try to sew it up. It's rough looking. I don't know if I care enough to... if I should make another one or not. I mean, there's a flaw in it anyways in the heel. I don't even care. But anyways, I've started another one, right? The other sock. And I think I honestly have enough for another sock.
Yeah.
3 socks. Because I'm doing, well, actually, I decided that I don't really like too often to do a coordinating cuff. Like the heels and toes, I don't mind. But I don't find a lot of benefit to this part for me.
Couldn't you... Once you finish that sock, couldn't you just like just tink back to where you fix that and then try to take the yarn and try to match it up and then...
I don't know. Could I? Because I mean, these are cuff down, not toe up. I don't know. I mean, it's only to here, so I don't know. But I was thinking this sock had enough wrong with it that I think if I had to make another one, I don't think I'd be too terribly upset either.
I think
feels like that's a big waste.
I think I would tink back and then start right where the color would change, so that way it wouldn't be too obvious. And then
do you think even though I went this way down, I could go all the way here and just keep knitting up? But it won't make a difference?
Well, the stitches might be backwards, won't they?
I don't know. I've never tried this. Maybe I should.
Yeah, the stitches might, because then the stitches would be going in the opposite direction, right?
So I don't know.
Well,
But I mean,
you could try it. You could try it, because if you're going to And if it's if you do it right in between a color change, then maybe it wouldn't be noticeable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but this is Professor what's the Harry Potter name? Professor Donegal? That's the colorway from Nomadic Yarns.
I like that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing a coordinating heels and toes and this like...
And does she wind it up like that in that ball?
Mm-hmm. Yep, she does.
I like that.
And so, I don't know. I haven't decided, but that's what I was knitting on. That was my vanilla sock while I was at Rhinebeck. And I do think these were like boy Christmas socks in a way to me. So I might give these to my son. I haven't decided. But so I guess that's going to be my Christmas socks for right now.
Okay.
Because I have other socks that I really want. Although, you know what? Look at this. Check this out. I could start knitting this. I wouldn't mind this.
Oh.
That's an Andy Sott blank.
Gosh, I don't know if I would knit with that. I think I would just keep it.
Right? I don't know.
It's a pretty design.
It is. I don't know what I'll do. But I need to start. Yeah, we're not even talking about my house. My house is in utter chaos these days. But yeah, that's one of my things on the needles. I did do this too while I was there. Let me show you this. This is definitely, I don't know. These are not Christmas socks. This is Dragon Hoard yarn. I have one done. I'm almost done with the other. I think am I at the heel? Yep, I'm at the heel for this one. And this is, which one is this called? Because it reminds me of your name. It's Sweaters and Boots or something like that. Yours is Sweaters, Boots, and Bonfires. Hers is Boot Weather.
Okay.
Boot Weather.
It's pretty color.
I love it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was knitting on when I was at Rhinebeck. That was my vanilla knit. But that is only one of my annoying things. Do you have more on the needles? Because I'll talk about the other one when you're done. I don't have anything finished.
Okay. So I really have never knit a blanket before. So I've always wanted a blanket. I just couldn't decide, do I want to knit a blanket? Do I want to crochet a blanket? So I found this blanket and I was like, I really like this blanket. So I'll share a picture with you.
Now I'm curious.
So there's the blanket.
Oh my gosh, Ellie, are you crazy?
So it's called the Battenberg blanket by Sandra Paul.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
That looks a lot of work.
So it's crocheted. Okay.
Oh, well,
yeah, it's crocheted. So.
Okay.
Okay. So.
I actually thought that was knit. Wow.
So I have been practicing because I'm not very good at crochet, but I have been doing some of the squares.
Oh.
And these are reversible squares, so you could actually use either side. So I've been practicing my crochet.
Okay.
And so remember I did my advent calendars. So I'm thinking about, so I want to do it where that blanket, it had partly white and then it had the color with it. So I would like to make a blanket with all of my hand-dyed yarns. So I think, so I made me an extra advent calendar so I can kind of.
I love that idea. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so it was, there's a video tutorial on if you're interested in crocheting the squares on a reversible, I'll put it in the show notes, the link to it, but it's a reversible crochet square, and it seemed pretty easy, so we'll see how it goes. And then I'll decide later on how to attach the squares together. So I have thought about.
That's going to be the big part. That's the part that...
Yeah, I have thought about, why couldn't I take my sewing machine and then, like, when you have two squares, and then take my sewing machine and kind of sew the edge, and then, of course, when you open it up, it's like...
Ooh, I like that thought.
I don't know. Has anybody ever... I've seen people, sew with a sewing machine, knitted and things. I don't know. I don't know what the ins and outs. I might do a kind of a test run with these squares and find out. Yeah. Does it come apart, or I don't know. But I do know you have to use the zigzag stitch on the sewing machine, so it makes it a little stronger. Yeah. and stretchy, yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But that's the only other thing.
Wow.
We'll
I'm
see.
impressed. I'm impressed with the ambition there. All right. So, oh gosh, this should be done. I brought this with me to Rhinebeck, but this is one of those projects that I was in the middle of it last time I showed you guys. Like I was done one more color section and some tassels, and my hippie shawl would have been done.
Yeah.
Well,
what happened?
That little sucker got my shawl. Like he destroyed a lot of stuff.
Oh no!
I didn't know until I was at Rhinebeck. I pulled it out to show the girls, and I was like, oh, and you should have saw their horrified looks. They're like, oh. But I'm so used to, like, I found so many things that he has done now that I wasn't actually as upset as I would have been because, so let's see, here's this, it goes up. I had to tear out right here, 2, like, color sections.
Oh my
goodness. I had to tear one here and almost the finish of the big one.
Bye-bye, puppy.
Well, and you know, for me, I thought, okay, it's towards the bottom. It's not, I mean, don't get me wrong, it sucked to pull it out, but it wasn't as bad as, like, it wasn't way far up.
Yeah.
So I just put this back on the needles before.
You need to lock up your knitting. Come on.
Well, that little sucker, so he is not, like, I got this particular size of dog. It's a medium Australian Labradoodle. So they can't counter. Like, I need to set up a camera because I am sure it's the freakiest thing I've ever watched because he should be able to get all the way to the back. He is smaller than my other dog, and he is somehow able to get things that should be impossible. So I'm putting them up. So anyways, now I just put them in other
You know what they're doing. They're working as a team.
They could be. Right? They could very well be.
Hey, hop on my back and you can get this. Okay.
Well, so I bought this big heavy-duty trash can. I just bought a new one. It's real nice chrome and all this, and you step on it, and it lifts up the thing. He was getting into it, and I couldn't figure out because he doesn't do when I'm there. I'm like, how is he getting into that? Sure enough, he didn't think I was there. I walked into another room, and I come back. He has his back paws stepping on the stepper. And it's flipping up, and he just got his front paws in there. He's like, so, I don't know. I've got an e-collar on him now.
So do you, like, when you're at nighttime or when you're gone, do you have, like, a little kennel to put him in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. My house would be destroyed right now. Like, he's off the charts. And Teddy had a moment where he was getting pretty bad. And it seems like after the 1-year mark, almost everything like this has disappeared for him. And I'm really hoping Gunny's only, like, 8 months maybe. So he's still very much a puppy, but it's irritating the crap out of me badly. But I did have to buy new. Oh, and he got so I love the chrome slippery needles. But he must have bit the wire just enough it nicked it, so it was snagging my yarn.
No.
So I even had to take that out. So I bought these at because I couldn't find any chrome needles at Rhinebeck. I'm sure they were somewhere, but last year there was a whole vending booth of them. There was not that this year in the main ones. So I have bought needles from these vendors before. It's the Indian Lake Artisans, and they make wood needles, but they have different. Like this is maple, and they have 2 other kinds I can't remember, but one is it grabs a little bit, right, and then once they get slipperier and slipperier, but it's like it's not square. But it's like a hexagon.
I see that.
So I bought this to put on here and do it over, but I just finally got this on. Now I'm trying to figure out where I'm in the pattern, and I have a feeling I dorked up her pattern as I was starting to look at it today. But this pattern's really forgiving. It's the Autumn Hippie Shawl by Christy Houghton of the Yarn Cafe Girls. And it really won't matter. Like, it's making a pattern on its own. But when I was reading her pattern, I'm 99.9% certain I'm doing it wrong. But it's still going to be a pretty pattern. It's just not the one I think she intended. It's just, like, that much. This pattern's really forgiving. Like, it is really forgiving. So, yeah. I'm not done with this either. So, I don't know. That was the thing I was going to ask you guys, too. But I've already worked it out in my head. I knew that the pattern wasn't right on here. But as I look at it, it is a pattern of some sort. But just not the one she intended. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to go ahead with it because I can't rip back anymore. I just don't have it in me. I don't. I was ripping it out in front of the girls, and they're all like, oh. Oh my gosh. I mean, and then of course, because, it was chewed,
Yeah.
all these little mini balls of yarn I've got. Like, it wasn't like, it's just, anyways. I have something else here, but I'm not going to show it because it's for you. And I think I'm just going to wait.
For
So
me?
I'll surprise you with it. Yes, I got you something, but I don't want to show you now. I just decided in my head. So don't you hate when people do that? That was kind of rude. I hate when people do that to me. You've got something. I'm not going to tell you.
Well, we'll have to actually meet up together in person.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yes.
So anyways, yeah, it's super cute too. You're going to like it.
Ooh.
And I would have got you the DK yarn.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
All right.
Speaking of DK yarn, I'm starting to put back my DK sock sets in the shop slowly. So because they were a big hit. People really like the DK socks. And I don't know if I should mention it, but I am working with a designer to design some DK socks. So
love it.
I don't know. She's a pretty fast worker, so she'll probably work her magic like that. So.
Well, and I got so many compliments on my socks that your colorway, the sweater boots and bonfires, those are my with it. Oh, so many compliments. So many compliments on the colorway and everything. I mean, I love those. Those are my favorite. So I wore those a lot.
Oh,
too.
Thank you.
Those were my Rhinebeck socks.
Aw.
So, yeah. I was showing people. Someone was asking me at the airport. I was sitting across the knitters. I'm like, oh, it's Artistic Lilly. Right here,
And they're like, who's that? Who's that?
I did want to show this one sweater too real quick that so I have some plucky yarn here that I have never, a sweater's quantity of plucky that I've never used. I want some Mora primo worsted. It's cashmere nylon merino.
That looks yummy.
Yeah, and Samantha has been she's really doing some fantastic designs, and she came out with this city lights design. And this is Tracy and the Grocery Girls showed this on the Grocery Girls podcast.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, and I was thinking maybe I'll do this yarn and that, but I have so many sweaters quantities of stuff that I just need to quit saying that.
So are we sharing our dream knitting then?
Yes, because that's the only thing I'm going to allow myself to dream about. I showed you guys a lot of stuff.
All right. Okay, well, I'm deciding after I'm done with my Stonecrop. By the way, I think I forgot to mention it's by Andrea Mowry, if you didn't recognize that. But there are 3 sweaters that I'm trying to decide on.
Uh-oh.
So, let's see here. The first one, actually, I got last year, and it is the Find My Way by Dragon Hoard Designs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I've seen it. I love that one.
So I really like that one. Okay.
Me too.
I pretty sure I probably, and you know what? I would like to make it. I'd like to make that sweater in kind of an orangey color because I like to wear orange during like October, November. So I was thinking about my Pumpkin Kisses colorway, which I do not have a skein of it here, but it's got some. It's not like a bright orange, so it would be I just think the sweater would look really nice in it.
If I were going to knit it, I would either do it in this kind of golden colorway here or this rose gold. I'm just going to kind of tell you what I would knit with it.
Okay.
Got all this yarn. I'm just going to pick out yarn. I'm never going to knit it.
The thing with the Find My Way is it's knit from the bottom up, and I've never knit a sweater from the bottom up. And someone said it's kind of like a boxy type sweater, so I'm sure it would be forgiving.
I want to say if she wore it there, because I saw her and her mom there, and I could have swore she was wearing it.
Yeah, that's probably going to be maybe my next sweater. So the other another one is the there's this one. This one's called Breast by the Wool Mood, and it's got
Wait, what did you just say?
Breast.
like chicken breast. Breast.
Well, it's spelled BREST.
Okay, just checking. All
Okay.
right.
Maybe I'm
You are
pronouncing
saying
it wrong. I
No,
don't know.
no.
But anyway, it's got those beautiful cables down the side, and I just really like the cables in that one.
It's beautiful cut cables.
And then the other one is this one, and it's called the Tallman Avenue. I'm assuming it's Avenue. Tallman It's AVE, and I'm assuming that's short for Avenue, but I could be wrong. By Kristen Kapoor. Anyway, that one is a bulky weight sweater, so it would go really fast. Yeah. So,
that one's easy for me. I know which one I'd pick. That's easy.
The bulky one.
I would do the first one. I love that first one so.
Oh, Find My Way by Dragon Hoard. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous.
I don't have a sweater with.
I understand the appeal of a bulky one.
Yeah.
I totally get that. Totally
Especially after the Stonecrop, which is going to take me a while.
Well, is the Dragon Hoard what is that fingering weight?
No, I don't think it's finger weight. Let me pull it up real fast here and look.
I keep using her Tristan. I know she's got a name, fourth girl.
It is done in. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Okay. It uses. I was thinking it was DK, but I wanted to make sure before I said. Yeah, it's DK weight, so that's not bad. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I'm gonna do. This is probably when I cast in a sweater. It will probably definitely, because I already have the yarn for it. You guys have seen it, but this is our whole house had shady side sweaters, and again, someone brought two. A lot of the women who do these, they all had two sweaters. So I was wearing someone's sweater. See, I was just wearing other people's hand knits for life. But those are all shady sides.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want to knit next. I really do. Everyone loves it. So people love that sweater if they're really turning around and knitting it again a second time. And we ran into other people and friends who were wearing the shady side. Like, that was a big thing. Again, that's Samantha Guerin Designs. But I do want to knit that. And the one I'm wearing, so it's a stripy sweater with color. You just stripe it with mohair. But like Jamie, she did one that was so subtle you couldn't see the stripes, but it would turn out just really pretty though. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it, if variegated's right or not. But then someone did it without doing the stripes at all. They just wanted to do the construction and they liked this particular yarn they had. That's what I was wearing. So there's so many options with this, but I have mohair to do with mine. So I need to do that. That's the Gabby yarn I have. Again, another sweater's quantity sitting in my stash guild. That's what I think. If I'm going to cast anything on, it's either going to be that. I'm really wanting a cardigan, and I really want to do one for Ruby too. And then I'm also looking at Dabwood. So see, I don't know what I'm going to. I don't know. I don't know. And that hippie shawl though, that might go in timeout for a while. I'm kind of disgusted with it right now.
Oh.
Like when I just put it on and it's almost done, I'll come back to it. It just irritates me, and I don't even like that it's on wood needles. I need to switch the needles out too because it was kind of irritating. I think it just needs to go into timeout, and when I pick it up, I have a feeling it'll just come right off the needles.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay. But anyways.
All right. So should we? Let's see. We've been talking for over an hour. Can you believe that?
Yes. It's been a long time.
So anyway, I got some shop news. Lilly, or Lillian, my 14-year-old daughter, is continuing to design enamel pins, and she came out with another pin that's in the shop. It's got sparkles in it, so I don't know. Here, let me share a better picture of it.
Because that picture was awesome.
Yeah, so there's the picture of it.
That is so cute.
Yeah, so the background has glitter on it, so it's really sparkly and pretty. So yeah, so if you're... Oh, and by the way, all the pins in the shop are designed by her. So she's my pin designer, official pin designer.
She's done an awesome job.
Yeah. And then, okay, so we still having the Hook Me Up Christmas Sock Cowl going on. So if you're interested in that, Let me see. So you can join us as we get our Christmas socks done before December, and then you are ready to enjoy wearing them during the holiday season, as long as your puppy doesn't chew them up. And the cowl is going on now and will run through December 1st, so please feel free to comment and share your progress in our Ravelry group. You may also post pictures on Instagram with the hashtag HookMeUpChristmasCowl, and Christmas is XMAS. All the details will be in the show notes, and your socks must be adult size socks. And yes, shorty socks and whips in progress are welcome. So, okay. So is that a wrap?
I think so.
All right. So you can find, what's that?
So thanks for hanging with us, everybody. If you're still with us.
So you can find us over at Instagram and Ravelry as The Knitting Hookup. You can find me personally on Instagram and my Etsy shop as Artistic Lilly. And where can they find you, Melissa?
I am Spicy Homemaker on all the social medias.
Okay. So thank you for listening, and I hope you can join us again on The Knitting Hookup. Bye.
Bye.